I keep forgetting to mess with... I won't mess with it. I usually mess with the white balance because I don't like the idle white balance because it makes me look kind of too blue. But, okay. Hey everyone, my name is Keith and I am making a game. And today I am going to do something a little different. Remember when I said I had to... I was thinking of putting... see, look at that, that's Matt J's deal. Apparently, according to him... Where is that at? He says, same stuff you've seen before, except now it's written with KJ, or Ka, I don't know how you pronounce it. No more 3.js scene graph. Which is kind of cool. And Ka is like a library, I believe, for Haxy, or Hex, or Hax, however you want to pronounce it. And he's building this kind of old school engine, I guess. And that's why it's on my screen. So, remember when I was talking about Armory and how its nav mesh thing is kind of screwed up a little bit? Should I show you? I could show you, I guess. See if I can pull up the right file here. Armory3D, simple cards, sheet tutorial, title sheet, blend. Okay, so let's just file. Let's see if Open Reset shows any more. Air mesh, nav mesh, dot blend, adventure game test. Would be this one. Let's see what happens when I do this. Because I don't remember what happens. I mean, I remember what happens, but I don't remember what happens specifically on this. Is it doing it? Yep. Wait, so that. See where it goes? It only goes to that. Watch. That doesn't seem to be there. See the way it goes, just goes through there. And the nav mesh is there for some reason. It's like this square, but then there's no obstacles, right? So I think it's something that's broken in the nav mesh generation. Not necessarily any of the other, nav mesh code. Just the generation part of it. So I'm thinking maybe I will wait to use Armory. Maybe I'll still use Armory later, and I can still use Blender and all that. But I'm gonna have to maybe go with a different engine because I need the navigational ability. Now I could write my own A-star pathfinding. I've done so before, but I'm not very good at it. And even though I understand most of the concept, it's really kind of trial and error and copying and looking at stuff, and it takes a long time, and it's kind of a mess. So I'm thinking maybe I should start exploring some other options, at least for the time being, until the point maybe the next version release, maybe it'll be fixed. It might not be, but maybe it will be. And obviously, I believe we have, well, not obviously, but I believe we have newer versions of 2.8 out. That's not with the official release of Armory 0.6. And so I've been looking into a few engines. So I have three choices. First one is Godot. Godot. The extension has changed. The page is shown. You can restore your previous settings. Pardon me. Bless me. Okay. Keep changes, it's fine. Because Godot is what I was looking for. Godot engine. Okay. So, they claim it's a... they don't claim nothing. I don't mean that. It's a 2D and 3D game engine, and it's made to be easy to use for beginners. And they got nodes for all your needs, built-in nodes to make game design a breeze, create your own custom behaviors, editors, much more, flexible scene system, visual editor, friendly content creation pipeline, all that stuff. 3D graphics, of course. And then it's got also a 2D engine, and they're actually separate. They're not the same engine as far as I know. Maybe under the hood they're probably the same, but they're not the same thing. So I will be doing my thing in 3D. The cool thing is they got 3D sprites, which means I can place 3D sprites into a 2D scene. Whereas if I'm using Blender and Armory, I have to put those on planes, and there are actually some helper stuff to do. You can actually import images and animations as planes, I believe, with the Python add-on thing. But so I can probably use that. But this also has that, and it even has some documentation showing you how to export your Blender scenes, because I'm still thinking I might go with the low poly models for a scene. So it'll be a low poly 3D. The textures will be hand painted. So it'll have like a painterly. In fact, maybe I should go to YouTube for a sec. And let's go to my channel. Of course, I'm actually already logged in here. Private. Oh, that's because this is 4 o'clock's video. No views. Of course, my story videos probably don't get many views, I guess. Blender's more interesting to look at. More people want to learn Blender, so that's why they're looking at my deal. What they're not looking for is they're not looking to learn how to use a text editor, which is... But as far as my subscribers go, the few that I have that's actually new, not old... See, I had like 37 or 38 subscribers before, because of some older videos, but I hid those videos. I didn't delete them, but I hid them. And so this, by the way, is an ad, because the Brave browser's got this Brave Rewards thing, which awards you with the BAT, which is basic attention token. And so I get 5 ads per hour, and so these things pop up. Although this one seems to just pop up all the time now. I'm not even getting the other ads, but it kind of doesn't matter, because supposedly I'm earning some crypto while I click on these things. Anyways, yeah, I don't know how to make my story videos actually get viewers, but that's only going to come with time. It's only going to come with people that are interested in me making my game, because right now the people that are actually looking at this are just looking at it just for Blender, because I put Blender and Armory in it. That makes me think that that when I do it the next time, I might put Blender 2.8, and I might still put Armory in there, but maybe I'll put the other engines in there too, into the title or something. I don't know. But in any case, I was digressing there for a second. Now, what was the reason that I was... I quite frequently do this. I'll think of something and I'll just forget it minutes later. So I got some sort of ADHD thing or something. But now what was I going to do? Oh yeah, I was going to show you. You probably might have seen it a little bit before, but we'll go to Grant Abbott's deal. Actually, I could. Let's go into my history. I don't know if I want you to see my history, because maybe I have stuff in there that I don't want you to see. Well, I did say I was a conservative, so I got some conservative stuff in here. But let's see if I can breeze through and find. Maybe it would have been easier just to go to Grant Abbott's page, and that way you wouldn't be able to see what I've been looking at. Let's see here. Oh, see, my scroll bar just stopped working. Or my scroll wheel. What happens is I scroll and then it doesn't work anymore. So what I have to do is right now I'm clicking the mouse wheel, the actual button, and you see the auto scroll. I have to actually turn on the auto scroll, then I can turn it back off, and now I can use the scroll wheel again. See? I guess it's been too long since I actually looked at the stub tutorial. So let's go ahead and do Grant Abbott low poly stump. There we go. Hand painted stump. And I'm going to just go ahead and
hand painted low poly.
Mute that just for a second. And if you notice here, it's kind of like this cool kind of, here I'll blow it up, this little painterly kind of tree stump. If you stopped it moving and just put it like in a painting or something, it would just look like a static background, right? So here, let's speed this up by 2 times. He's already sped it up himself. It's a time lapse. But anyways, I'm not going to go through all that. So he's modeling, and then now he's actually painting with. I'm not sure. It still looks like it's Blender, so it's Blender. They're somehow the texture painting thing in there. See, and you can hand draw it, and then it actually looks like a hand painted object. If you look down here, even though it's low poly, he's painted it expertly to where it looks like, you know, it looks seamless. It looks kind of round in certain places and slightly angled in certain places, but not 100%. You know, you wouldn't really know it's a low poly model unless you got up close to it, or if you're just a regular, like a graphics, you know, you're a modeler and a texture and all that, you'd be able to see it right away. But most normal people, they wouldn't be able to notice that it wasn't like a high poly model. But I can imagine putting stuff like this into my game as backgrounds, even though the 2D characters are 2D. That's the one thing I'm going to try to make sure, though, that that it's flat lighted so that the object really does look painted. So any kind of shading will be actually in the painting part of it. Anyways, so we'll start with that. I'll be doing Godot, and then we will see in the next video. I'll talk about 2 other engines that I want to look into. You probably already know what they are, but we will see. So thank you for watching, and wait till my next video and we'll talk some more about these engines. Thank you.